I believe the UFC is a bigger and better product than boxing. It's just a better product all around. And I said this years ago. I'm going to say this right now. Power Slap. We're in the 6th event, the 6th number event. It's going to be big. 100%. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to like this. And I'm not trying to force you to like it. But what I'm just trying to warn you is it will be big. Now, I don't want to make this about Power Slap. Because the thing that does bother me is the influencer stuff, right? The influencer fighting. Jerk off versus jerk off. You know, like two unlikable human beings going at it in a misfit boxing event. It's just like, god damn, man. That feels like a slap in the face to a lot of forms of combat sport, mostly boxing. But it's annoying. Influencers calling out MMA fighters. I want to fight you. Jake Paul started this whole thing. And the Jake Paul thing is somewhat interesting, but now he's fighting these cans to pad his boxing record. And it's like, this is getting out of control. You know, at least Jake is taking it serious. Most of these other guys aren't. It's just, I don't know. It's a little bit too much. Let me catch up with these alerts over here. Anonymous.
You hear that jam?
This is why I stopped purchasing UFC pay-per-view and became an MMA hole. F this sideshow crap.
Wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. By the way, if you can't afford the pay-per-view this weekend, I got you. I got you covered. We're going to be watching 298 together. By the way, that 298 card is the prelims. They're bad. The prelims are really bad. But the pay-per-view looks solid. Looks all right. Looks okay. And I'm very excited about Volk versus Topuria. In fact, Volkanovski is growing on me tremendously. I've been watching some of his clips that have been popping up on the internet, and I'm loving what I'm seeing with Volkanovski. I love picking him in this fight. I like that a lot of people are picking Topuria. That makes the line stay nice and even. I think Volk's going to get this. Easy stuff. Easy money. But Volk is really growing on. His personality's finally, after all this time, it's coming through. And I'm going to play a couple of clips of Volk, and I'm going to ask you guys what you think of him as well. Here we go. D-Rest. Poppin' the dodo. Conor McGregor's got the steroids in. Let's go, chat.
Where are the whales? Got my proper 12 grin.
We're partying tonight. Connor's in the chat.
Hold down my pants black from the waist down. Hey, D-Pass, feed my cocaine crown. Punch that old guy, hand truck. Oh my, titanium gym bone, knock your head sky high. The Reed, Poirier, Chandler, the whole roster. Bow down to the Lambo yacht owning monster.
Every time I see that booger sugar,
Wanna put it
up my nostrils.
Can I take you to the handicap
Come on, baby.
where I'll rape you with my
Irish penis tonight. $30. Come on.
I wanna rape you with my
Irish penis tonight.
I wanna rape you with my
Break it.
Irish penis tonight.
Come on, chat. Thank you, D-Rest, for the
Murder.
30. Murder. It's a shot. It's a shot of adrenaline. It's cocaine up the nostrils without even doing any drugs. Thank you for the McGregor on Drugs donation, my fave. Thank you so much for the 30.
Wonderful.
Sanosi.
Moment I read the news they claim about Ariel. I was laughing at anyone agreeing. Like, do idiots not realize guys like Ratlip and Remember the Decision are on Ramadan till April 9th, lol.
We're going to get into that. Sanosi, all right, I know I've been all over the place. So basically my little monologue there touched on everything that I want to talk about tonight. We're going to start off the stream. Hamzat Chimaev, Leon Edwards, the great lie that you were fed and believed. Well, let's catch up over here. Thank you, Brooks. A triple champion for 41 months. Triple champ.
Wonderful.
Wow, 41 months, a triple champ. That is like a glorious membership milestone. Thank you so much, Brooks. You're the man.
Ah, super
We got little Johnny with the 2.
Most and everyone keeps it real here, and this is number 1 show.
That's right. Listen, sometimes I'll say something, I'll watch it, I'll absorb it, and then I'll go back and say, you know what, I was wrong. I will admit if I'm wrong. Now, I'm not quite going to say if I'm wrong about Power Slap. I don't quite know what to really think of Power Slap other than it will be big. I think unfortunately, there's no question about it. If you do not like Power Slap, you're in for some trouble because you're going to see a lot of it.
Wonderful.
We got Tropic Tom coming in.
Captain Sausage is starting his own slap companion channel called Power Slap Nuts. Sadly, the only eye candy he can get to co-host with him is Kanato.
And thank you, Tropic Tom. Listen, the best. I have tried to put together MMA-Hole fighting events. You know, no one wants to do it. You guys don't want to fight each other. And it's fair. You're here to, because you can't afford the pay-per-views. Let's be honest. That's why you're here on the MMA-Holes, because you're looking for me for the commentary. You're looking for the community to keep you laughing. You're looking for all that fun stuff. You guys don't want to fight. But I'll tell you what, if Power Slap does take off, we might have to go that route because I know you guys will slap the shit out of each other. I know that for a fact. So that might be the route we have to go. We might have to just go the Power Slap route instead, whether you like it or you don't like it. That is the route that we might have to go. Thank you so much, Mr. Tropic Tom. Okay, here we go. Will Power Slap be here in 5 years? Real question. Yes. Yeah. Power Slap, I'm telling you right now, I know if you do not like Power Slap, you might want to even just eject yourself from this stream because, listen, like I said, I'm not sold yet. I'm not sold on myself liking it, but that last event I enjoyed. And I am sold on this. I'm sold on the fact that it's going to be big. It is. It's mind-numbing entertainment, right? A lot of people didn't think the UFC was going to be a big deal. And look where it is now. I'm not saying that this is... I don't know if it's going to be bigger than boxing in the UFC, but it's going to be big. It's going to be something that's thrown out there. Dana White, he has too much invested in this now not to make this thing big. And if you've seen how it's grown already, and they're just constantly using the UFC platform to grow this thing, they're getting a younger audience within the UFC as well. So they're going to push out all the old grumpy people. So if you're an old guy, old UFC fan from back in the day, from back in UFC 1, and that's all you want to see. You want to see the UFC. You don't want to see Power Slap. You don't want to see any of this other nonsense that Dana's pushing into your face. Well, it's going to be rough because you're going to see it. It's just going to come with the package. So ignore it as best as you can. Now, bro, we knew the UFC was gold. All right. You did? How old are you? Better chance of that because a lot of people did not believe in the UFC back in the day. I did. I thought the UFC, but then again, I believed into the UFC 7 years ago, right? I'm not talking, I wasn't around for UFC 1. I wasn't watching UFC 1 and saying, oh, this is going to be bigger than boxing. I wasn't there for that. But I was there 7 years ago, and I did think that UFC was going to be bigger than boxing. Trust me, UFC 7 years ago, when I was saying it's going to be bigger than boxing, people thought I was nuts, like crazy. And that was 7 years ago. I couldn't even imagine what people would have thought if someone said that, in UFC 1.
You remember that jam?
I am Death.
You are Death. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you, D-Rest. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't want to bounce all over the place. I want to stick to a topic and then move on. Let's see. Jedi. Jedi's the best. If you don't like watching, by the way, the MMA Hour, go watch it if you want to see the full clips. A lot of people hit me up and they say, hey, can you just play the clip? Stop. Don't keep stopping the clip. If you just want me to play the fucking clip, just go to the channel and watch it. What the hell you hear? Huh? If I stop everyone's like, just play it. Just play the clip. No, I'm fucking reacting. So you knuckleheads out there that keep saying, just play the clip. Just fucking play the clip. Just go to the fucking clip then yourself and watch it. All right, I got that out of the way. By the way, Tommy Aspinall, not the main event of UFC 300. We'll listen to Tommy Aspinall a little bit. there is a big question right now as to what is the main event of UFC 300. The media outlets started putting out this story, and everyone was running with it. Everyone was running with it, saying that Khamzat Chimaev is going to fight Leon Edwards in the main event. And you know how I saw it? Keenan K. You know Keenan K is a friend of the show. He's a great guy. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Go follow him on Instagram if you want fake news. Keenan putting out there like it's fucking right. No. Stop putting this shit out. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying, man. Stop putting shit out when it's not true.